Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That's me, the babbler, that's me on this evolutionary spree. So what is, I forgot what I this is video number 2. I ended up getting a call coming through without them realizing that I was recording on my phone this time, because remember how I said that I can record this way, and for whatever reason it's been working for me and not giving me an issue, aside from like taking forever sometimes to upload. Other than that, I mean, recording straight from my phone for these YouTube uploads have been sent and non-problematic, aside from the time that it takes to, sometimes upload, like I said. So this is video number 2, so sorry for the interruption. But I was getting on some true inner consumption of understanding, of innerstanding for our own overstanding about the ability we all have to enter this trance-like meditative state that removes you from, I don't want to say feeling, but it is. I don't want to say experience, but it is. I don't want to say timeline, but it is. It removes you from this timeline of space, of feeling, and allows you to, I love to call it third-party observation. It's like if you can imagine with your mind's eye your essence, whatever it is that makes you you, that is intangible, that does not have a shape or form. It is odorless, it's shapeless, it's formless. It is like if you wanted to imagine like a genie in a bottle, when you summon it, that smoky essence of when he's rising before he comes into his shape and his form, that smoky essence of whatever it is that we are, that may be invisible to these 3D eyes, whatever it is that we know that beats inside, that is more than this body, and think about it. When you close your eyes, what is that conscious awakening that exists, that has thoughts, that thinks, that still sees, that imagines, that communes within this vessel, this being? What is this life that comes into awareness when I close my eyes? Who is this? Surprise, surprise. Awakening is I to the majestic being that is I, riding and rising and aligning on this 3D plane of existence that is illusionary but yet real to me in some kind of aspect, shape, or form. It is the reality that my consciousness is born on. So, okay, but I know that I am more than this vessel that operates on these 3D lands. I am this outside external from me, this avatar that is moving along, while the highest part of myself that exists, that is eternal, that is indestructible, that is energy, that is as real as can be, that the moment this body is crushed and removed from me, I still am conscious in some shape that is not a shape, some form that is not a form, some consciousness that is. When are we ever fully aware of the whole that is us in any kind of shape or form that does not exist? For we have been conditioned to perceive reality that the only things that are real or true are the things that we can prove to be as real or true. Everything else is debatable, questionable, imagined, but it's also potential possibility, another alternate reality that exists before we, because if we cannot perceive it, we cannot speak it. Just think about anything that you may see that you have never seen before, and you're trying to explain the physicality of this thing that you see that you have never seen before, that there's nothing relatable to it, that even the material that you see that exists on this thing that you see that you have never seen before is unidentifiable. It's why things are called UFO. Like, let's get it, like, in straight alignment of what a UFO is. People think, right away, because their UFO has been depicted as, alien activity, but we are all foreign to ourselves. We are all UFOs, unidentified, flying, walking, freaking objects that are navigating on these 3D lands. And some of us are not even conscious of that, man. So they allow their avatars to adapt to their surroundings and the dominant energies that dictate their path, and that's how they get along in life. Sorry, I was listening. So, if those kind of people stumble upon here because some part of them is awakening, my dears, I know that it can be frightening to experience something that you cannot quite label or define, or find others that are no longer like you in your life that can share in this kind of awakening of an experience for yourself. If you find yourself here outside of the normal people that you typically surround yourself with or have grown accustomed to being around, for they will not even hear a sound of what it is that you find profound. Although you will be that seed that's being implanted, my dears, for those people to eventually cycle about and receive the seed for themselves, but it probably won't be in this lifetime. But I've learned already to not even limit even someone else's leveling of evolution, because I am being quite proven to be quite the egomaniac in my own kind of ways, to limit others based off of my limiting belief systems that exist up until this now period, that I must really fully implement, that even my leveling of understanding, overstanding at this moment in time will evolve too, and that I can't limit what I think I perceive or know or understand, overstand at this moment, at this level, is actuality forever and ever. May it hold some leveling of peace. That's most of the issues with our earthly conditioning, where people are holding on to all these freaking strings of things that they don't even know to be. Ask them to do the archaeology of the steps to go into full defense of what it is that they think that they believe, perceive, or understand, not even realizing that this is something that they too were spoon-fed. Even if they found it later on in their lives, I wasn't spoon-fed this because I was raised to be like this, and then I found this other kind of outlet that resonated more with me on this, evolutionary spree, and that's why I know that this is my thing. This kind of, religion or belief system works more for me than from my upbringing, which has, done nothing but, hold me down. Fine, whatever it is that gets you to that space of a place that creates that space of evolution to exist inside of you, to continue to keep growing within you. Hey, that's beautiful. I'm not here to knock belief systems at all. I've gone through my myriad of numerous belief systems to get to the place of where I am at right now, where I go with resonance and what resonates with me, no matter where the tie of the labeling of the belief system originates from in any shape or form. I only can go with intuitively where I'm guided to receive, perceive, conceive, and understanding that even this is evolutionary, and that is open for evolution. So that means that I don't hold myself to this leveling of what I think or perceive or understand to be as my ultimate defining constitution, understanding that from every level of scope of understanding, I rock out in my own inner aligning of my own commanding, and it's like absolutely one of the most peaceful, joyous rides to stay into my align and get to know myself better over this course of time. Inner sanctuary, like seriously, for real. The Zen garden that is built within you, the Nine of Hearts, fulfillment, harmony, and protection. It's beautiful. It's like, you know, my clitoris gets an erection based off of my own inner sanctuary of satisfaction, of Zen gardenness, and Nine of Hearts that is fulfillment, harmony, and protection for me. I know I can be dramatic and theatrical as can be in my own explanations and discoveries and sharings and poetry that I speak, and so boldly, just like, you know, allowed to be free. So I actually am going to do a third video. I'm excited because I'm getting into the flow of this current environment. Purification fire, this came up for me twice already. Bare essentials, the naked truth, wholeness is what a lot of this is going to get you, especially if you stick with me. Especially if you just want to ride for free, and all these YouTube videos, they would be most healthy and beneficial to thee who explores this leveling of free that Spirit has called me to dive into deep. There's not going to be any one type of specific labeling for my channel, although it can be discovered in the esoteric realms of, you know, motivational speaking, esoteric living, you know, astrological, you know, teachings, intuitive speakings, trance like channelings, oracle messages, and, you know, and also Akashic style, classroom style experiences, knowledge that's being shared, an offer of support. This is like a sanctuary built with extreme energetic care, so you are welcomed here. If you don't like it here, you can keep it moving, my dear. It's like nothing holds you here, for you are free to be all that you desire to be in any kind of way. Letting go of this control, egotistical reins that, trust me, I battle it out every single day, because believe me when I say I want everything to go my way, it's the same thing, you know. But to let go and flow and trust this growth that is mighty powerful, even against my own fiery stance of stubbornness, man, because I'm stubborn. Over here, clearing away all the obstacles that get in our way. We're protected, guided, and if you are here, believe that to be true. For this sanctuary that I built here, in this realm of connectivity, this rainbow bridge that is infusing this alchemy between you and I, that although separated, supportive is this energy in every kind of way. So stay tuned for video number 3, because I'm going to continue to speak from this place of space that I actually, because I brought so many things with me before I left my other place, and I pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like cards that yeah, spirit animal cards that I want want to share in this full moon, Virgo, snow moon type air that is purging many things up with care. And in that purge, we must find the transmutation process that's going to work for ourselves. And although these messages here on the channel are collective, if you are finding yourself coming here, may there be something that resonates with you that comes up from my intuitive, dive through of whatever instances or things that I share that is collective. If you wanted anything that was private and intuitively guided and personalized for you, then that is a service that you will have to request directly from me, and that is not free. But do note that I do have a partner in this too, that you can either speak or set aside time with either her or I, Miss Venus Sublime. You can find her on Instagram as well at Venus Sublime, VENUSSUBLIME, and as well as finding me, Enchantress. She is from the west side. I am from the east side, and together we have found a soul tribe of just perfect harmony that works well, especially when we are intuitively channeling together. So we offer the same set of services individually, and then we also offer them as a dual package. So you are even able to book both of us to receive a very in-depth, in-tune, intuitive channeling, either live or pre-recorded and sent to you within a certain amount of days. Also be mindful that scheduling live time with both of us, you can do it individually or you can do it together with both of us, which is really cool and extremely deep. And you must be prepared to even have paper and pen and notebook. Even if you wanted to like record that from your end, whatever occurs during that time that you book this time slot, that is honored in every kind of way, because even though we all can be scattered brain and all over the place, when it comes to booking our scheduled time together, that is honored in every way. And please be mindful that each of us all have our own kind of lives, that honoring one another's scheduled time is a little different, and that means that it's honored. So so that's a lot of fun to either book us individually or together. That's a different kind of ultimate cosmic experience. We do offer time for us together in time slots by starting with as low as 20 minutes, then 40, then I believe it's 60, then I think it's 80, and then something like that. I don't have it here next to me, the time slots that we do have available. You can send me an email at enchantressthebabbler@gmail.com if you're interested in those kind of services. We also do offer, well, this would be more of the pre-recorded, if you requested our services through questions. So I know that there's one question, you can ask one question individually, which either I or she can answer. You can request whichever one you want or not care at all who you receive or whoever receives the message. Or you can ask one question to us both. It's the dual package. So, then we have, I think, 3 questions, either individually or where we both answer it together and send that to you. So there's so many fun things that we can do, and there are other services as well that are being offered, especially like the rune hand analysis. If you send me a picture of your hands, I can give you a little composite of some runic messages that I see that exist in your hands so deep that it's pretty cool to just receive whatever messages that are going to be in alignment with you. So that features. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything that I left out at this time, just know that there's going to be a part 3 to this video where I'm just going to go over some spirit animal wisdoms that presented themselves to me today, that I think tie in kind of wonderfully and beautifully with the energies that are intermingling in our energetic universes today when we talk about the Western astrological aspects of what is going on around town with this Virgo full moon, snow moon, super moon existing now in our Piscean season. Tis the season to dive in oceanic deep with a level of like having your earthly grounding, earthly grounding. Okay, thank you for coming this way, for tuning in with Enchantress the Babbler. I feel like kind of calm, this centering. Yes, didn't I say the other day that there was a group of us that were experiencing this extreme sense of calm, that it was a good space to be in? Yes. Okay, stay tuned for video number 3 coming like very shortly.